So I guess everyone's here probably done the grind. Yeah, that's what everyone knows me for, my grind, fast grind times. But you know, when you search my name on Google, the first 3-4 pages all about the grind. But I'm actually spend most of my time on the bike, training, racing, rain, snow, whatever's out there, I do. When I first started cycling 3 years ago, I had this dream about becoming a good climber. So I headed down to Colombia. Why Colombia? Well, some of the best climbers have come from Colombia, and much as a runner would go to Kenya to train with the Kenyans, I needed to submerge myself in with these incredible athletes. One athlete that I met in particular, he came from a small village of coal miners, and it was either be a coal miner or take up the life of a cyclist. And he took on that challenge and gave everything, sacrificed, and that really inspired me, that dedication and commitment that he exerted on the bike. And I learned a lot from my time down there, not only them as climbers and cyclists, but their culture and what they have. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my first grind victory. It was in 2008. I had done the grind for the second time a couple days before the race. And I didn't actually bring a watch with me, but I figured out my time to be around 30 minutes. So looking at the previous year's results, I figured I'd be a top 5. I'd make some money, maybe cover my gas and time or whatever. But the morning of the race came, and I really wasn't feeling it, but my brother, my dad said, okay, you should go do it. Just give it a shot. So when I went there, signed up for the race day of, and when I just seated myself sort of mid-wave in the elite field, and when the gun went off, I started at my own pace and just set it upon myself, catch the guy in front of you, then the next guy. And near the top, I was passing the previous record holder and previous champion. And when I crossed the line, they said, oh, now Sebastian Salas, the winner of the Grouse Grind. I'm like, no way, you're just kidding with me. That's impossible. I was just going for a walk in the woods. But it took a few minutes before I believed them. But after that, the following years, the following year, I actually broke the official record in the race. I had a lot of self-belief from that. It helped me through the winter. I was training no matter what. And there was that rumor, it wasn't a rumor, it was true that some New Zealand runner had this time of 24 or 22 or something, pretty fast like that. And I thought, I'd done it a few more times, and I thought, this is impossible. No one can go that fast. But one early August day, I went out, and everything fell into place. I reached my fitness was at an all-time high, and everything just worked out. It wasn't really that wasn't suffering that day, but it felt like I was floating up the mountain. And when I swiped my card at the bottom and then at the top, it didn't register on the screen. So I went inside and I said, you know what? I just put down a 23:48. And the lady at the desk was like, no way, you didn't do that. And so I called the manager. He knew who I was, and we got that verified. I went home, and a few days later, or a few hours later, I was getting media interviews. It was absolutely ridiculous. And but everyone in Vancouver loves the grind, and that's what it's. We can learn so much from the grind. You know, when you go out there, when I go out there, we're both suffering, we're both sacrificing, we're both, you know, I just got to suffer a little bit less, but. I've been blessed with a lot of good times on the bike, met some incredible people, seen incredible things. Raced with the guy who won the Tour last year, the podium finishers. And I'm hoping that over the next few years I can keep rising through the ranks and maybe one day be there representing Canada in the biggest bike race on earth. And that's, you know, that would be a dream come true. It's I would talk too fast.